And so off the tip, it's Tampa. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. From the arc. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Montreal. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
6 on the shot clock. And really deep through that time.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now, here's Curry. There's the 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Morant scanning the floor. Outside, Reed. Back to Morant. Inside. Here's Şengün. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the 2-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Anthony. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, great job by Anthony, keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. Here's Anthony. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And there's the call on Curry.
Stephen Curry.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Taken away by Anthony. 1:24 left to play here in the first. It's Morant in the corner. Some nice ball movement by Tampa. Pass to Anthony. Fade away. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Both teams changing it up here. And so it's Montreal now. Allen for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Allen's got 6.
He got a great look and made sure it didn't go to waste.
Curry looking around. From past the arc. Sinks the 3-pointer. Curry's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Tampa.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Back to Curry. Clock at 6. 17-foot shot on the way. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Just show you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Substitution on the court.
Outside, Porter. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's been all about Stephen Curry for Tampa. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, your take so far in Tampa?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
Now, here's Peyton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Peyton's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Montreal. Shot, high post. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Poetry in motion. Porter with a beautiful stroke rising up there from mid-range.
Lewis misses. And so Griffin will bring it up for Tampa. Pippen outside. Anthony in the corner. Picked by Griffin. Just 4 to shoot. That gives them the lead. Anthony's got the lead up to 2 now for Tampa.
Oh, how about Carmelo's handles there, staying patient and creating for himself out of the offense.
Pass to Lewis. Porter with the steal. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Anthony on the wing. There's a screen by Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Well, you can see one of Collins' best attributes is his ability to finish through contact.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Tampa.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Well, Collins is an exceptional athlete with a lot of skill offensively, but I'd like to see more out of him on the defensive end. I think that could bring his game to another level.
And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
And the basket by Curry.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Misses the 3. Tampa leading by 4. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Curry. He's got 10. Outside Collins. Fader on the way. Allen with the rebound.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
Adebayo. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Pass to Reed. It's stolen by Adebayo. Nobody near Allen. Here is the open 3 to cap the break. Allen's got 9 points.
Well, you got to credit the stellar defense from Bam there. He got the steal to set that play in motion. He is a difference maker on that end.
And Tampa making a change here. Now here's Curry. Pass to Morant. 6 to shoot. Tampa needs to get off another shot. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. For Montreal, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. To stand, multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender. All right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Well, Garden Reed is hard. This guy is a big who can hit threes. He can drive the ball, beat you inside. So you have to track him all over the floor.
Both free throws good from Reed.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Montreal again missing. Morant left side. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Allen. Driving to the basket. And the layup's good off the glass. Allen's got 11 points.
What a take. You love to see guys getting aggressive, getting downhill. Great effort.
Now here's Morant. He has yet to score. Down low. Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Terrific screen. They ask Reed to do a lot of the little things like that, and he does them all well.
Outside, Adebayo. Lets it go with a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 8.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Anthony can't hit.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And it's Tampa with the ball. After Montreal picked up 3 with their last shot.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Allen, that's good.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Tampa trails by 9. Curry is inside. Picked by Reed. To the middle. It's stolen by Allen. Outside, Bagley. To the paint. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Yep, that one goes in there. And now an 11-point Montreal lead.
Well, that's his comfort zone. That's where he lives. Adebayo's so strong in the paint.
And so it's Montreal now. And sadly, Jaden Ivey's 2025 season coach was cut short by injury.
Yeah, it was really too bad, Kevin, because he was having a great year and an improving year as the time went on. This guy's just getting better and better. Both his shooting is improving and his decision-making, and it was a shame he didn't get to see that through to the end.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Montreal again missing. Tampa trails by 11. Outside Curry. They need this one. Bagley with the rebound.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Now here's Anthony. Out to Morant. Fires from way outside. And again, Tampa no luck.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Boozer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from the corner. It's rebounded by Barrett. Hoosier with it. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Montreal holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come... And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for Tampa. They trail by 11. Pass to Porter. Off the iron that time. Montreal leading by 11. For 3, Barrett. Good on the triple. Barrett's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Montreal. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. No good from the wing. For 3, Pippen. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Pippen's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Montreal. Here's Ivy. The putback. Oh, sticks the putback.
Well, the activity that Bam plays with is special. He's always looking to grab an offensive rebound.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Both teams will make substitution. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Tampa trails by 13. Outside Curry. It's Morant. Anthony down low.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Montreal.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Outside Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Now Morant. For 3. Şengün. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Not giving up on the play. Şengün locked in.
Şengün with the rebound. Tampa trails by 12. Morant. A 3-ball by Morant.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Montreal.
Anthony fires. Knocks down the 3.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
From outside, it's good.
And what makes Boozer so special, he can really score all over the floor, including from beyond the arc.
Lets loose a three. Tried for the putback, but can't get it to go. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
That one is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Reed. Late in the clock, he gets it to fall.
Known as a terrific passer at his position, Şengün excels at finding the open man. That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
First one falls for it.
At the line from Montreal, Idris Van Adebayo.
And Adebayo drops them both.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.
Collins outside. And there's the three.
And how about Lou there running the offense? Just has a knack for finding his guys in the right spots. Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Third team foul. At the line.
So the first of 3 is good, and that will push the lead to double digits. And a tough miss as the second of 3 shots at the line missing. 1 to go. And he cannot get the third one to drop. Going just 1 of 3.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. So we see Montreal get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. So long. Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports Basketball. This game features something different, as we'll see talent from the college ranks blended into the lineup as well. Tonight, it'll be Tampa going up against Boston. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. So Boston wins the tip. Here's Yao. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
And Yao is clever with that pump fake, going right into the contact once he gets the D in the air.
Now here is Yao. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bailey, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And Bailey has never seen a shot he didn't like. He wants to score as often as possible.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
And it's in there.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
To the wing right side. Back to Curry. Pass to Morant. Off the iron that time.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
For Boston, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Tampa.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Now here's Anthony. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Oh, how about Carmelo's handle there? Staying patient and creating for himself out of the offense.
Yeah, and being able to catch and shoot is a skill in itself. Some guys need the ball in their hands to be effective.
Here's Curry. Green with the block. Fast break, here they come. Bailey with a wide open look. The three-pointer no good. On offense, here's Tampa. Trailing by 5. And the basket by Curry.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
Watch out below, driving with some bad intentions.
Here's Curry. And Tampa getting another bucket right there.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Back to Green. Castellano. Count that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Anthony. Draymond Green pulls it in. Bailey with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. And the basket by Bailey.
There's no question Bailey can score from anywhere. The defense cannot allow this guy to run free.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Look, when you attack inside, you give yourself a good chance to get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Inside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Yao. Offline with his 3. It's Porter outside. Good on the 3-point shot.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage. Make him defend out on the perimeter.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Boston leads by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Brooks outside. Takes it inside. And the dunk by Brooks.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Now with the ball. He's picked up by Pippen. A kick out to O'Neal. Manning. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. Manning's got 6.
Absolutely ready. And they put the ball in his hands, and he's able to finish.
And finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Wagner outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Wagner's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
Pass to Porter. Five to shoot. Shoots. Misses off the right eye. Boston leading by 5. To the paint. Here's Hibbert. And again, it's Boston converting.
And when you look at Şengün's assist numbers, he's already proven to be an elite passer for a big man.
Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2020. Draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Peterson. Scoreless thus far. That misses off the backboard.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside Curry. Takes the 3. And again, Tampa no luck.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Tampa trails by 7. This one for 3. Hibbert pulls it in. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for Boston. From outside the arc. Hands it from downtown. Randall's got the lead up to 10 now for Boston.
Well, hey, Randall possesses this kind of range. The defense has to at least honor his shot.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Curry. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. To the middle. Here's Peterson. And that one is stuffed right through. Well,
there's that athleticism we talk about with Peterson. Man, can this kid get up in a hurry.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. .30 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. To the left wing. Back to Morant. And stolen by Wagner. Pass to Hibbert. Into the lane. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Using that momentum on the drive to great effect. Now that's a dunk.
And Şengün throws it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And so it's Boston, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And here's Morant. No scoring in this one. Down low. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Pass to Wagner. Shot clock at 5. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Randall. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Wagner. Here's Peterson. With 1 on the clock. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. The shot by Curry, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Anthony on the wing. Goes up with a stripe, and he comes up with the deuce. Anthony's got his second basket.
And what a smooth release on that shot. Melo is money in the bank from there. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
And with that size that Peterson plays with, it's almost as if he's gliding around out there. You combine that with the high level of instinct he has as a ball handler, and this young man is a problem.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And getting fouled in the act. The defender overzealous that time.
No good on the second free throw. Tampa trails by 10. Pass to Morant. Shoots over Wagner. Now here's Brooks. Takes a three. Randall with the block.
Well, you got to love the energy Randall showed on defense there. He deserved to come away with the block.
Some changes for Boston. Here's Anthony. He takes it in. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Anthony looking it over. Tampa needs to get off another shot. It's Curry outside.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
And Tampa making a change here. Here's Bailey. He has 7. Here he goes. O'Neal wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. O'Neal's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How about the ball movement there? Creates the opportunity. Nice decision there to send it out.
Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Oh, man. Griffin is a monster around the rim.
To the left side wing. Yao can't hit. Tampa trails by 11. On its way from Curry for 2. Rebound by Yao. Here's Boston now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Shots good by Green.
And great offensive instincts from Green. Goes into the shot the moment he catches the ball.
Here's Manning, and it falls over the rim and in. Manning's got 8 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Boston with a size of... And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Boston leading by 16. Pass to Bailey. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 10 points for Ace Bailey.
I like how confident and aggressive Bailey is. He takes initiative whenever he sees an opportunity.
Outside Pippen. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Yao. Green. The putback is no good. Outside Porter. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Boston leading by 22. Here's Bailey. Driving in. The baseline J off the mark. Launches a 3. And again, Tampa no luck. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Pass to Porter. Outside, Reed. Right side, Pippen. To stop the run. It's rebounded by O'Neal. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here's Manning. Oh, good with the triple. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Tampa making a change here.
Substitution for Tampa. Alfred Shankly.
We've got 1:48 left in the game. Anthony. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Yao with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Tips it. And Queen is right there.
Oh, good anticipation by Draymond. Crashing the glass right on time to win that second chance look.
Pass to Yao. Puts up a deep 3. And no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the 4th. And here's Anthony from the arc. Rebound, Boston.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
O'Neal from long range. And again, Boston with the triple.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And again, Tampa no luck. So it's Boston now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no